everyone, welcome to the Reynolds Review. My name is Caeley. Today I'm in the courtyard, all alone, by myself. No second host, it's fine, I'm fine. Today we will be talking about Pink Shirt Day, which was a little while ago. We interviewed Miss Benson and two students, Victoria and Bella. Enjoy!
So, Pink Shirt Day at Reynolds went really well this year. I'm really appreciative and have a lot of gratitude for the staff and students at our school. They're amazing in their support. We also had loads of support from the community. We had almost 500 pledge sheets signed by first responders as a group, all the municipal forces in police departments and fire departments and BC Ambulance. The association came in on it this year, which was really great. It made it more meaningful on a personal level, I think, in the classrooms where kids did have activities to do, because they were actually taking time to reflect and pause on the themes that were associated with those activities, which was really great. We had the choir of 50 going down to the legislature this year, which was wonderful. They sang beautifully down at the BC Ledge. We had our dance troupe in middle schools performing and mentoring younger students in dance around themes of Pink Shirt Day. We had Victoria Croden down at the BC Ledge doing her spoken word, which was very powerful, and I hope you have a chance to hear her shortly doing that. We had Isabella Laffey going into a elementary school with one of our teacher sponsors and big supporters around here for Pink Shirt Day, Mr. Gray, and she had a very powerful presentation for the assembly there. We had a bunch of staff get together and perform music, live music in the foyer at lunch, which was fabulous and very inspiring for a lot of our students around here who haven't seen them in that situation before. We had a whole bunch of students putting positive notes of inspiration and support and hope on lockers and teachers' letter trays, and we had so many other things going on, which was really neat. Everybody rolled up their sleeves and jumped in and really made it a wonderful experience around here. I've really noticed an incredible power that comes from people sharing their personal stories. And I think there's this incredible visceral effect that occurs when somebody is telling you a story. It takes things from the theoretical, brings it into the practical, and it causes people to reflect, pause on their life, the meaning of their life, how they've tried to put their stamp on this world and make it a better place for other people.
And that's what we're going to talk about, bullying. How does bullying happen? How does it affect people? How can we stop it? It's not an easy thing to do, because a lot of bullies don't know they're bullies. They think they're just having fun, but in reality they can be really hurting people.
So I had a teacher who approached me about a week before Anti-Bullying Day and said, since I had some experiences in middle school, I should go to an elementary school to talk about them. And I was apprehensive at first, but when I got to writing out what I was going to say, I thought it would be a really good experience and a good message to send to elementary school kids. And I think the kids really did take the message well. They were all paying attention. No one was really zoned out or talking over me. They all seemed to be interested and engaged, which was really nice.
And when they share this personal experience, they're pausing, the person listening to it is pausing and witnessing that, and there's personal growth that comes out of it. There's a lot of identity forming. It's almost transformative in that they feel something. And when they feel something, they're going to learn from it. And when they learn from it, they're more likely to take action about it and do something with that learning.
Look around you. What do you see? I see a world based on technology. Digitally programmed faces stemmed by expectations created from ravenous fears. I see universal usernames, a daily dosage of comedic relief to spark simulated small talk from casual classmates. I see numbers attached to foreheads, going up by the minute, by every poised picture posted. I see media networks tattooed to your fingertips. I see shameful words turn into market cap for Snapchat. I see Facebook growing their capital net worth while we stop believing in our self-worth. We live in a world based on technology with too many technicalities. We try to program new ways to innovate our connected society, but we can't find an algorithm to stop adolescent anxiety. Online conversations automatically turn filters off. Devices have become dividers, enabling you to say something mean, but your conscience isn't swiped clean just because you continue to hide behind your screen. Right now, there's a person sitting alone in their room, staring at fake Facebook pages meant to weaken their defense. They feel like they're in a war zone with no escape route. A one-person army trapped within the walls of their room, battling an invisible enemy with a surprise attack just behind the corner. Later came the flashbacks, and then everything went pitch black. People say actions speak louder than words, but we can't even speak a positive word to ourselves. And these actions are costing people's lives, so tell me why this is the only way we can hear those war cries. These devices should be connecting us together, not leaving us alone. We became buried in the words that we carved into stone, the words that made us cry on our way home. In a world based on technology, we've lost too many people behind illuminated screens. Connected to networks, routed through negative opinions being a popular trend. This needs to be put to an end. This needs to be put to an end. Filters are for coffee grounds, Google searches, and flower crowns, not for trying to rebalance a world that seems off kilter. Let's start by looking each other in the eye, ungluing our mouths, and saying together, nice needs no filter.
So all the education that comes around Pink Shirt Day that's growing more and more for people around us and forming this larger community of connection is so important as people tell their stories, what they've done, what they hope to do, and what they're truly committed to doing to make sure that people are preventing bullying, preventing violence, and helping others. Victoria Croden and Ali Nurse were able to receive the official BC government anti-bully proclamation, which is a wonderful privilege for our school to have, and it will be posted on our wall or displayed on our wall permanently from here on.
So now I'm sitting in what used to be the fountain. I don't really know what it is now. It's a safety hazard. At Reynolds, rugby isn't just for boys. Now we will be looking at Alonza and the girls' rugby team.
I didn't know much about rugby before I joined it. I kind of did some research, tried to kind of wrap my head around it because I haven't done sports before. The thing that interested me in playing rugby was that it was just a really neat sport, and I really wanted to play a contact sport and kind of prove to people that I could do it. What I enjoy about rugby is that it's fun. Your team becomes kind of like your friends and your family, and it's really neat to get to learn about something different. I think that rugby is pretty safe. I mean, with all sports you have those things that can always go wrong, but it is more dangerous than, say, soccer.
I'd say definitely try it out if you're nervous about rugby. us girls to at least come out to a practice and see what it's like. I mean, just trying rugby, it's a lot of fun. As soon as someone gets their feet wet, then I feel like they'll be stuck in it.
The thing that inspired me to do this is that people always say I'm small or I'm short or I'm little, and I just kind of wanted to prove to people that I could do something as like big as this and like go out there and do something neat. And,
Oh, hello. Welcome to the Reynolds Garden, where nature is blooming and vegetables are growing. It's a pretty special place, not gonna lie, and we are very excited to share it with you right now.
Hi, I'm Leah, and I work with Life Cycles Project Society as the Growing Schools Garden Educator, and I'm currently based at Reynolds Secondary Courtyard Garden, and very excited to be part of this project that has been around for over 10 years in this really amazing established garden that provides food for the school's weekly salad bar program, and also serves as a learning space and an outdoor classroom for students and teachers to come and learn outside. And this is one garden bed that we have here. You can see there are some greens that we're growing for the salad bar. We've got some radishes going here. And many of the beds over here are kind of waiting to be turned over this spring and have new greens planted in them for the salad bar. We also have a lot of amazing established fruit trees and fruit bushes in the garden. So you can see we have a small plum tree over here. We've got a fig tree. In the distance over there, you'll see an autumn olive, which produces edible berries. We also have a gumi bush here, again, berry producing. We have a large plum tree in the courtyard, as well as many blueberry bushes. You can see here we've got some perennial herbs, so some lavender and thyme and sage. This is a grapevine that we have growing, and what you can see over here, this is a project that some shop students came and helped work on. These are going to be pea trellises, so we'll be planting peas that will grow up here next week. And behind me you'll see a very established rosemary, and over here we have our, what I like to call, the Frankenstein apple tree. This apple tree has 4 varieties of apples grafted onto it. So it'll have 4 different apples coming on at different times in the fall. Here you can see this was a bed of arugula that we're going to let go to seed so we can save seeds from it to plant later in the season. This space is really a multi-use garden in that many students come out here just to work or eat their lunch, and so you can see some of these kind of concrete areas are functioning as kind of a gathering or learning space for students. This area has been planted as a native plant garden. So there's a number of varieties of native species in this area, and we're soon going to be working with a project called Harvest for Knowledge that will have Lekwungen names for these species and some signage as well, so that this can serve as a bit of a self-guided educational space. So I really believe that this is an innovative project because it is connecting students to food systems and really meeting them where they already are by bringing this kind of experiential education and learning opportunities to them in their schools, and offering opportunities for teachers to really use an inquiry-based learning model and connect their curriculum to these hands-on skills that I really believe are an essential part of what needs to happen for a more food secure future. So I really want to acknowledge School District 61 for kind of being at the forefront of this type of learning and for supporting my position and the Growing Schools program and Reynolds Secondary's Courtyard Garden learning initiative. So thank you, and if you are interested in supporting this project or volunteering, finding ways to get involved, you can go to the Life Cycles Project Society website and look up Growing Schools, and you will find my contact there.
I'm back with my pony. Speaking of ponies, we have a short film now made by one of our fellow film and TV students named Dan, and he features something we've never seen before, a pony.
He knows it's here. Take it. Flee. I'll take that, Missy. You stabbed one cannot bleed. Do you know what that is? Do you know the power that you can have? I want that power.
You will never take this.
I will have that relic. Even if I have to break every bone in your body.
You don't scare me.
Lights, camera, action. There's many different components that go into creating a live theater production. from the actors to the tech to the set design and the stage crew. There's a ton of different parts to this machine. In this video, we're going to walk through the process of a short production done by senior theater students at Reynolds Secondary. Celsius 232.778 is a roughly 6-minute, 2-person scene surrounding 2 siblings on vacation in Montana. To begin the process of creating the stage play, the scene must be written. This particular scene took a few days to write and edit. Next, the right actors must be chosen and given a script to read over and memorize. The 2 parts of this scene were given to Maya. Hi. And Eric.
Hi.
Remember, this is a big responsibility, so be sure to give it to people who you can trust to do their absolute best. Once the actors are chosen, they'll need time to memorize and practice the scene, both on their own and with the other actors. Maya and Eric spent a lot of time on their own rehearsing their parts. This is also the time to assemble your tech and stage crew so they can be a part of the rehearsal and practice their duties during the production. It's important to go over the scene as many times as you need to make sure everyone involved is comfortable and happy with their own personal jobs and the finished product. Don't compromise. The tech and stage crew are integral parts of any live production. While the actors are on stage entertaining the audience, the tech and stage crew are handling all backstage and unseen jobs such as lighting, sound, props, and music. It's important to have every person in the crew ready to go well before each production, knowing what their jobs are and how they can do their best. This production required a very small stage crew, only one. This is Cornell.
Hi, I'm Cornell on the stage crew.
He helped move a few set pieces on stage during the blackout and threw a carton of milk on stage during the scene. And this is Anissa. Hi. She set and ran the lights for the scene. It's performance day. This is the time for a final practice run of the tech, lines, and gathering of props and costumes. Once you're ready, the stage is yours. It's important to remember where your audience is and to make sure to be present and project.
I think that went okay, actually.
We did well, obviously, but
I goofed.
there was a bit of a mess up. However, we saved it and it went well, so happy about that.
And that's how it's done. These steps can be used for creating a production as small as a 2-person scene or as big as a 100-person musical. If you're prepared, enthusiastic, and willing to face a few challenges, the sky is the limit.
So that last thing was a film made by Anissa about what it was like for her to write and direct her own stage performance. And now I'm just looking for some 4-leaf clovers or, you know, a new host partner. And next episode we will have some auditions to see who will replace me next year, because I think I'm graduating. Anyways, this was Reynolds Review. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Done.
Yeah.
I think it's a hot tub. What is it actually? Rugby isn't just for boys.
Stop putting the mic away.
I know! Oh, hello. This is the Reynolds Garden, where we garden. Nope.